everyone, this is Kathy from Token and Bliss, and today I'm going to show you how to make ear protectors for masks. The nice thing about these is that you can wear them above a ponytail or below in case you have short hair and you're not able to wear a ponytail. So here we go. Okay, so to start us off, we're going to need any medium worsted weight size 4 thickness yarn, a 4mm crochet hook, 2 medium to large size buttons, scissors, and a tapestry needle. So we will get these things out of the way and we will get started with crocheting. So leave a little bit of a tail, I'd say maybe 10 to 12 inches, and make your slip knot. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to make 15 foundation single crochets. So to start that, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then you are going to go into the first chain you made, the furthest chain from your hook, yarn over, pull through, then you're going to yarn over, pull through one of the loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So then you just made your first foundation single crochet. So then you are going to go into, you basically just made a V. So you are going to go in that V under those 2 loops, and you're going to yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. Whoops. Gotta figure that out there. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and then yarn over and pull through both loops. So now you've made 2 foundation single crochets. Again, look for that V that you made, go under both loops, and then yarn over, pull through both loops, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and yarn over and pull through both loops. So now you've made 3 foundation single crochets. And you're basically going to keep doing this until you have 15. So let's do this one more time. So we're going to go into that V. You're going to yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, and yarn over, pull through 2. And you're just going to keep doing this over and over again until you've made 15 foundation single crochets. So I'm just going to speed this up and I will meet you back here when we are done. Okay, so as you're making your foundation single crochets, if your work is it kind of tends to curve a little bit, you can totally just straighten it out. Just pull a little bit and to make it straighter. Okay, so just am finishing off my last foundation single crochet. So I have 15 here. And feel free to add more if you'd like it to be longer, or add fewer if you want it to be shorter. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put 4 double crochets in this last stitch. So start off by chaining 2, and this is actually going to count as our first double crochet. Then you're going to put your second double crochet in the last foundation single crochet that you made. So to do that, you're going to yarn over, put your hook in that last foundation single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, so let's do that again for our third double crochet. So yarn over and put your hook in, yarn over, pull through 1. You will now have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So now you're going to have 3 double crochets, and you're going to make your 4th one. So yarn over, put your hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So you've just made your 4 double crochets. your chain 2 and your 3 double crochets actually. And now we're going to crochet all along the, I'm going to call this the back side of the foundation single crochets. So we are just going to go into the next loop and do another double crochet in there. And we're going to do this for a total of 13 times. So that was number 1. And we're going to do the double crochets 12 more times. So just keep going until you have done 13, and I will meet you back when we have finished the 13. So I'm just finishing up my 13th stitch here. And now what we're going to do is we're basically going to do 7 crochets around to create a semicircle of crochets so we can go back on the other side. Now this part's a little bit tricky because we want to put it in the last stitch. So if you see on the side here, there is a chain stitch and then there is a line. So we actually ignore the line. We want to put the 7 double crochets into this last chain stitch. So put it under, so do your double crochet, put it under into the chain. Again, not under that single piece of yarn. And just do a regular double crochet. And then we're gonna do this 6 more times. And what this is gonna do is it's going to create a bit of a semicircle. You can just kind of ignore that yarn, get it out of the way. It doesn't really matter. We're going to be tightening it later. So finish up your 7 double crochets in that one stitch. And then we are basically going to be doing the same thing that we did on the other side. We're going to be working 13 stitches all along the chains on the other end. So again, just double crochets, and you're going to do that 13 times. And then I will meet you back here when we have done the 13 stitches. All right, so I'm just finishing up my 13th stitch here, and then we are going to go back to our original stitch. That is our chain 2 that we made originally. So we are going to put 3 more double crochets in that original stitch that we made. So 1, 2, and 3. Now to finish it off, we are going to slip stitch to the chain 2. So just stick your hook underneath that chain 2 that you made, and then just do a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through, and then pull through. And then you can cut your yarn. Again, leave a bit of a tail so that you can sew the button on, and then yarn over and pull through and tighten it up. Okay, so now you are ready to put your buttons on. So it doesn't really matter which side you use. I tend to like the side with the line, just the one line. And I would recommend using buttons that are at least 15 millimeters and probably max 25 millimeters, just because if it's too small, it may not hold the mask properly and the straps can fall off. And if it's too large, it can make it very heavy and slide down the wearer's head. So now you're going to take one of the tail ends of your yarn and you're going to put it into your embroidery needle. And I was really struggling with getting this on for some reason. So we're just gonna jump ahead to when it is on and ready to go. Okay, we are good to go. So now we are going to sew the buttons on. So again, there are two sides. So I'm gonna use the side with the one line. I really like that side better than the one with the two lines. It's just a personal preference thing. It doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna move my thread, or my piece of yarn, sorry, over onto the other side. And I'm just going to put it through one of the buttonholes. I'm gonna do diagonal through to the other side. And then I'm just gonna put it on the, or I'm gonna sew it into the opposite side. So make sure that it's a little bit past, just because we don't want it just all go into the same middle hole. So sew it on there. I kind of like to tighten it, make sure it's real tight, tuck it in, sew around, and sew into some of those double crochets. And I like to kind of loop around, make sure it's really, really tight. We don't want these buttons falling off for the healthcare workers. And then I go into the other buttonhole, and I'm going to do across the other side. Again, just making sure that we are going into all quadrants, just so it's really, really secure. Okay, I'm going to fast forward a bit, but I'm just going to continue going around those double crochets, putting my needle through those, doing a couple little knots just to make sure that it is really tight. And I'm also going to, again, go through those buttonholes, just so, again, it's very, very secure and that the buttons do not fall off. Okay, so to finish this off, just weave it in, or sew the string or the tail in, and then tighten it, and we are going to cut that off and move on to the other side. So on the other side, the tail kind of begins at the very, very top. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that tail end of yarn and put it onto our embroidery needle. And again, I'm just going to skip forward a bit because I was struggling again. Okay, so once you have your tail end put into your embroidery needle, you are going to take it and you're going to move it to the middle part. So kind of just put it into the next chain and sew it through. You just want to make sure that it's not really showing on either side, and it is right through the middle, like the center of the ear protector. So now we're just going to put the other button on, and it's basically the same process as the other side. So same thing, just make sure that it's really, really tight, really secure. Do a lot of little wraparounds and yarns, just because there's going to be quite a bit of pressure on these buttons, or a lot of tension from the mask. Okay, so finish it off, do a little knot, weave in the end of the tail end of your yarn, clip it off, and you are all done. There you go. That's basically how you make it, and it's pretty simple. Please consider making some of these for our frontline workers. It helps prevent their ears from chafing. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. Take care.